Like this hole.
Oh, it has to go in that hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do it? You got it in? Awesome. Hi everybody. We're making fresh pasta today to go with our pesto that we're going to make. So Ambrose has her machine cranked up. Welcome to Cooking with Clive. We're just diving right into it today. So I made this pasta last night. So it's pretty simple, right? 2.5 cups of flour, 4 eggs plus 1 egg yolk, a little bit of oil, a little bit of salt. The ingredients should be here or down here, somewhere right now. So, and we have a machine here that Ambrose Clive has all set up for us. Okay, we're just gonna roll it out. So we're just gonna do nice and simple. We're gonna roll it out on the thickest setting. Do you wanna crank that for me, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, so you crank that, and we'll just feed our pasta through this machine. Yeah, keep going. He's gonna crank it through. I'm gonna pull it out. And we're just gonna keep cranking it through. We're gonna change the settings. Look, that little piece is already nice and big, okay? So we're gonna change the settings one more time. Okay, always use lots of flour, right? Have lots of flour around. And we're just gonna keep cranking it out. Keep turning it. Turn that, turn that, turn that. You turn it. Turn it this way. Turn it towards Daddy like this. Push it towards Daddy. Watch this. Ready? Oh, get it back in. Get it back in. We're making pasta today. Okay, now you turn it this way. Can you turn it this way? Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Our fresh pasta's coming out. Woo! Woo! Look at that. Want to do it one more time on that setting? Turn it. Turn it. No, turn it the other way. You're naturally going backwards. Okay? So we're just going to keep turning this through. Keep getting the settings so it gets smaller. Keep making it thinner and thinner and thinner. And then we're going to slice it up for some pasta, some pappardelle. And then we're going to roll it in some pesto. And it's going to be delicious. Okay, let's go a little thinner. Put it back in. One more time. Here we go. Okay, buddy. Good job rolling out this pasta. So as you can see, we just kept putting it through that machine, making it smaller and smaller, and we ended up with a nice long sheet of pasta here. Okay, so pappardelle or pappardelle or however you want to call it, we're going to make some of that pasta. It's just a nice broad noodle. It's like fettuccine but wider. It's just a broad noodle. It's going to end up sort of looking something like that. A nice broad noodle. We already have a little bit here. Okay, but we need some more. So that's why we rolled this out. So really quickly, we just take our noodles and we sort of fold them over each other a few times. Okay, I'm going to fold them over each other a few times so they kind of look like this, right? Take them on a cutting board. And I'm going to cut them the long way, okay? So I'm going to take my knife and cut them lengthwise. If I cut them sort of sideways like this, they'd just be short. I want them to be nice and long. I'm going to cut them pretty broad, like 1/2 inch. Okay? Some strips down here. Pretty simple stuff. It's going to look homemade. It's going to be fresh. It's going to be rustic. It's just going to be beautiful. Fresh homemade pasta. It's not hard. You can do it. Okay, so when you pick up the noodle, we got nice long noodles like this, all right? Okay, so those are pretty long. They're beautiful. Okay, so if you want, you can cut them in half again like this, and now you have some noodles sort of about this length, and they're nice and manageable when you're shoving them into your face later when they're covered in beautiful pesto. Okay, so lots of flour. So I take all these noodles, just sort of toss them up with some flour. And then you can let them dry out, or you can just sort of cook them up fresh. But I'm going to toss them up. Okay, so we have a nice plate of noodles here that's ready to absorb some beautiful pesto. So we're going to make a pesto today just with some stuff we have around the house. So a traditional pesto is pine nuts, basil, olive oil, Parmesan cheese, a little salt. And we have all those things except pine nuts. We're going to replace it with walnuts. And we don't have as much basil as we need, but any herb, we're going to use basil and parsley and mint. And we're going to make like a nice herb pesto to cover this up. And it's going to be delicious. And we're also going to take some of that pesto and just add it to some crushed tomatoes. If people don't like pesto or they don't like just pesto and pasta as much as I do, you can have like a tomato-based sauce with some pesto in it. It's going to be really lovely. Okay, you want to make some quick, simple pasta dishes to try? Yeah? Okay. You keep eating your applesauce with your hand, even though there's a perfectly good spoon there. That makes sense. All right, let's make some pesto. Oh. Okay, so Ambrose, you want to make some pesto? Want to make some yummy pesto? So pesto is super simple. Like I said, it is your fresh herbs, but like basil. It's generally basil. But I have in here basil, parsley, a little bit of mint. I have a whole bunch of fresh herbs. I probably have like 3 cups worth of fresh herbs I'm going to put in here. Basil, parsley, mint, all in. You are loud today, buddy. Okay? So those are in. So Amber's going to take some out. You think you got too much in there? Do you want to try some? Here. Have this little piece right. Here's a nice piece of mint for you, buddy. Where'd our mint go? Or here, have this piece of basil. That's yummy. Try this, look. No. Eat that. Okay? I got 3 cloves of garlic going in. Okay? So herbs, garlic. I got some walnuts going in. So it's probably like, I don't know, half a cup of walnuts I'm going to put in. Okay? And I have some Parmesan cheese. Okay, so this is about 3/4 of a cup. I'm going to put in 2/4 cups for now. Okay, and I'm going to just whiz that up. And then we'll add a little oil until it sort of all comes together. Cover your ears. Okay, so our pesto's blended up pretty good. Oh, smells fantastic. So I got 3/4 of a cup of oil here. I'm just going to start putting it in little by little until we sort of get the consistency we want. Okay, so here we go. All right, thanks for turning that off, buddy. So we put a 3/4 of a cup of oil in, and honestly, like, it still looks like it could use a little more. It's probably going to end up being like a whole cup of oil in here, just to get it to where I want it. Right now it's fine, but it's just a little thicker than I want, so I'm going to add a little bit more oil. Okay, so our pesto is the right texture I wanted. It was a little too viscous before. It was a little too thick, but you can see now it's sort of a nice, it's not like, it doesn't like pour, but it's not too thick. Okay, so we're going to try it. You want to try this? Try the pesto? It needs salt. It needs quite a bit of salt. So I'm going to put a couple good cranks of salt in.
Pepper.
And I would put, I don't think I want to put pepper in, buddy. I think I'm just going to go with the salt. I would put some more garlic in if it was just for me, a couple more cloves of garlic, but I love garlic. But for this family, we like it sort of a little bit milder. So I think this is good. Let's start cooking up our pasta and building the dish. Is this your noodle?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have our fresh pasta here.
No,
Right?
no.
And we have our pinches ready to go. Pinch. Okay, is this your pinch? Where's Daddy's pinch? Right here? Okay, so we have our water ready to go, a pot of boiling water. And it's just, fresh pasta is literally going to take a few minutes, like 3 minutes, and this is going to be done. So I'm just going to put our fresh pasta in here. Okay. Is that good?
Yeah.
And then just move it around a bit so it doesn't stick. But that's it. It's only going to take about 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes, depending what you want. But it's not going to take long. Okay. And then we're just going to drain it, and we are going to toss it with our pesto, put a little more parm on it. It's going to be lovely. Fresh pasta and homemade pesto is one of my favorite treats. It's just like, oh, it's so good. I love it. Okay? But for those of you that don't just like pesto and noodles on its own, we have some just crushed tomatoes. Crushed tomatoes with salt and pepper in this pan. And I am just going to I have all my pesto here. Okay? Because when these noodles are done, I'm just going to take them out, toss them in here, toss it all up. But for those of you who don't like just pesto and pasta, one little red sauce, okay, crushed tomatoes, salt and pepper, and I'm just going to take a little dollop of this pesto, pop it right in there, okay, mix that around, and you're going to have a nice red sauce that has all those herby flavors that you're used to in a red sauce. Nice and simple, so there's something to satisfy the pesto pasta lovers and the red sauce pasta lovers. Where are you going? We're going to build some pasta. He'll be back when it's ready, that's for sure. Okay, so as you can see, I got some pesto in with some crushed tomatoes and salt and pepper here. That's going to be a nice simple red sauce that we can toss our pasta with. Our pasta over here is looking pretty close. And we also have some dinner music being set up by our house pianist. So he's getting ready to go. Pianist, or house musician maybe. Okay, so we're getting real close. So fresh pasta here. It's going to be about another minute. We got some red sauce going. I got some nice pesto in here ready to toss our noodles in. Yeah, a really hearty, satisfying, homemade stick-to-your-ribs pasta is coming right up. Okay, it's time to get this pasta ready. I need to know where my other pinches are. Where are my pinches at, Ambrose? Okay, Ambrose will be here in a second. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Look, so I got our bowl here with our pesto in it. I'm just going to take our cooked pasta, okay, right out of this pot and into the bowl. All right. Try and get a little bit of that pasta water in there too. That's some of the best part. Okay. I'm just going to toss it all around. Oh, get it coated in beautiful pesto. All right, that looks fantastic. And then I'm just going to take it out. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that looks. Pesto. Oh, baby. Just sort of put that down on the plate. Fresh homemade pasta. I see you, Ambrose Clive. Come help Daddy. We're making some simple, beautiful dishes today. Huh? Oh, okay. There's our beautiful pesto pasta. Now let's get some red sauce. Okay? What? Do you have your pinches ready? Where are your pinches at? Where are your pinches at? Get up here, I need you. We got some red sauce now. Red sauce, crushed tomato, salt and pepper, and a little bit of that pesto in there. Okay? What are you doing? Again, same thing. Fresh pasta right out of the pot. Right in here. Ambrose, do you like pasta? Do you like noodles? Do you want to eat some noodles with Daddy? Huh? Do you want to eat some noodles?
No.
What? Yes, you do. You love noodles.
No.
Love noodles. Okay, so in the red sauce, toss that up around. Yep. So this pasta is going to start absorbing that sauce. It's going to be stuck to it. It's going to be beautiful. All right? Look at this. Look at this beautiful, fresh, piping hot, homemade pasta that was super easy to make with some beautiful red sauce. Just let it fall down on this. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. What are you doing? Let's clean up. Look, clean up our plates a little bit, make them look nice and pretty. Okay. Just simple. There's nothing fancy going on here. Okay, it's just beautiful, beautiful pasta. Little fresh parm on top. Okay, just gorgeous pasta. Little salt and pepper. Oh, these look amazing. Little salt and pepper. And there you have it. 2 simple and beautiful pasta dishes that are going to satisfy any pasta lover that you have in your life. Especially this one. Are you a pasta lover? Do these look good? Do these look good? Which one of these look better? Do you think the one with just the pesto looks better, or the one with the pesto and the red sauce? The tomato-based sauce? Does that look better? Which one do you want to try first? This one? The pesto? Alright, let's try them. Oh, or this one? Yeah, you're right. They both look amazing. Let's eat them both. Okay, Ambrose, here's your fork. Here's Daddy's fork. Okay, I know I put this one closer to you and the pesto closer to me. Oh, but you don't care. Let's try this. Oh, you're mixing and matching. Look, you put your fork and do a little twist and then eat it. It's so good. That fresh pasta. Once you learn how to make fresh pasta, and this recipe that I post in this video is perfect. It's hard to mess it up. It's so good. But it just melts right in your mouth. Is that good? Oh, it's so good. Let's try some of this. There's cheese on top. Let's try. Daddy's going to have a bite of this. And it's going to be super good. Maybe. Probably. Once I get it in my mouth, I'm just talking to buy time, but this is going in right now. So good. Make the fresh pasta. Okay? Make that recipe. Knead it till it's nice and smooth and shiny. Wrap it up in saran wrap or cling film. Put it in the fridge for like an hour or 2. I leave mine overnight. And then just take it, cut it into small pieces, roll it through your pasta machine, or roll it super thin with a rolling pin if you can. But the pasta machines they're obviously designed for that. And then mix it with any sauce you want. But a homemade pesto is my favorite. I know it's not for everyone, but it is literally the best way to eat fresh pasta in my opinion. But you can add some homemade pesto to any can of crushed tomatoes, and you also have a nice red sauce. So me and him are going to eat all this and then take a nap. Bye-bye. Can you say bye-bye? Whoa! Eat it! Whoa! Eat it! Can you say bye-bye? Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. If you want to keep feeding me, that's perfect.